Hi, I'm Andrew Berry and welcome to At the Bench and welcome to another product review. Well, I'm not at my bench today, I'm at my table and basically we're going to be talking all about polish. Now, in all the films you've seen me use Tripoli or Luster and Rouge. In fact, these here, these very bars. This is Luster or Tripoli. That I've always used from day one when I started in uni. It comes in a very large Mars bar and it's a great polish. This is Rouge. You can get various types of Rouge for finishing, whether you're finishing for silver or for gold or for platinum. This is just basically Radio Rouge that comes in a bar. And whilst I'm really happy with these, I have recently been given some polishing bars here. This is from a company called Menzerner. It's manufactured in Germany and they have sent me these 4 bars. Now, I was getting really good results with the Tripoli and the Rouge, and I do swear by them because yes, they are very good polish. Until I've actually had these. Now, there's 4 bars. I've got them in this order here because we've got a pre-polish, an intensive polish, a super finish, and another super finish. And ideally you should use all 4 in order, but if I turn these around this way, I have been using these 2 bars. As you can see, they are pretty worn now. We've been using these now for about a month. We've got some intensive polish and a super finish. That is what we've been using on our gold and silver, but we've also got these 2 bars here as well. This is quite a light grey and a white bar. That's a pre-polish and a super finish. Now, these are ideal for polishing platinum. In the past month, I've actually had no platinum to polish, which I found is rather strange because we polish platinum virtually every week. But over the last month, I haven't been able to try these because I haven't polished any platinum. But those are the 2 that you would need for polishing platinum. We've got this dark bluey grey here and this bright yellow. Cracking colours, really good colours. Now, we've bought new polishing mops for the double-ended polishing motor downstairs. We've bought a calico mop for the intensive polish, and the calico mop is not a very rough mop. It's still a fairly soft one, but it's a lot harder than the Swansdown mop that we use for the super finishes we have here. So, to get a good result, I have actually put new mops on, and you know what the problem's like when you have a new mop for the first time. Oh, the dust and the threads that get thrown up by the mops, and we've had a real fun couple of weeks when we come out the polishing room and we are covered up like Father Christmas. You know, we got dirt and we got extraction, but that extraction does not take away these threads that just keep flying up at us. We do burn them off, and if you have a look on some of the films on At the Bench, you see us preparing the mops for polishing and we burn off the threads, but inevitably there's always these threads being thrown off. So we've had a fun couple of weeks. So we've got new mops, so we can really make sure that the trials we've been taking part in are very accurate. We haven't used the old mops that may have been tinted or stained or whatever that has Rouge on it and Tripoli on it. So we've got new mops. We've been using this intensive polish, which is this dark bluey grey one for, on the calico mop. That's a slightly harder mop. It's got a very rigid mop. We've been using this bright yellow, the super finish on the Swansdown mop. And the Swansdown mop is really soft. And I have to admit that these 2 bars now are going to be my staple polishing compounds, whether it be on the double-ended polishing motor or whether it be on the pendant motors that we use here. The finish that we have got from just these 2 bars, in fact, the finish we have got from this intensive polish here has been phenomenal. The finish is virtually perfect to go out to the customer. It's virtually a high polish. Now, we've just used the buff sticks that we've got here. I think it's about 600 grit. We just simply use the buff sticks and that's it. Then we go straight onto the polishing mops. We use this dark intensive polish straight from the buff stick, and it is a very good cutting action because it really does get rid of all the scratches. The piece, as you can see, my fingers are quite dirty now, I've been polishing all day. The piece really does heat up when you're polishing quite dramatically because of the aggressive polishing compound that is within this bar. But the finish on it is absolutely fabulous. You come off that mop and you think, do I really need to go onto the final finish? Because the polish is such a good. We've actually had to use some leather mitts on our fingers because the heat generated is fantastic. In fact, I've got myself a blister on one of my fingers there because the heat was so great. But yeah, we go then onto the next mop using the Swansdown mop and this yellow, this super finish, and the finish has blown us away. We have had customers come in who have collected repairs and jobs and commissions we've been making up, and they are blown away actually by the quality of the finish. It really is, it's far better than the old rouge that we've been using. Far superior. So much so that, as I say, these are going to become my staple bars. I'm going to be using these all the time now. As I say, I haven't had a chance to use the pre-polish and the super finish, the mid-grey and the white one that we use for platinum, although I'm sure with Christmas approaching now, we're going to be using those. So we're going to be able to try out those and I'll be able to report back to you on how well these finish. But for gold and silver, these two bars here, then they cost no more than the standard Tripoli and the Rouge. But these two bars are fantastic. You can see we've used these really quite heavily and I'm absolutely blown away. So it's a fantastic polish. It's called Menzurna. Go and get yourself a couple of bars. Go and get yourself an intensive polish and a super finish. That's the bluey dark grey and the yellow one. Absolutely brilliant. We get these, well in fact, Sutton Tools in Birmingham in the UK. I think they're the sole distributors now in the country. So give the boys up there a call and ask them for the IP, the intensive polish and the super finish bars, and your jewellery finish will be absolutely perfect. I'm Andrew Berry for At The Bench. How long can I talk about polish, eh? I'm Andrew Berry for At The Bench. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye bye.